Hello, hello. Got a few people. On. I'll just wait for a few more people to jump on and stuff, and then we can start looking at giving some feedback. Really excited for this session. We've got a special guest that's about to jump on as well, and when he does, then we can start going through some of the entries. Artie, are you able to open your mic and have a chat?
Yes, of course. Sure
How are you?
thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. How are you going?
Awesome. Doing pretty well. I came. I'm resting right now. It's a bit late for me right now.
Yeah,
Usually
where are you?
I try to go to bed at this time.
Whereabouts are you?
I'm in Belgium right now, so
Oh wow. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Usually
It's bedtime.
Usually I'm falling asleep right now.
Yeah, awesome.
But I'm staying for this.
Yeah, awesome. Have you created an entry yet?
Oh yes, I did. Also made an update.
Oh, which one's yours? We can even look at yours while we're waiting.
Oh, awesome. It's the Rogue Frog. I will post the link in the chat.
Okay, cool. The Rogue Frog. Oh, this one, is this it here? No, that's a fish.
It's on the thumbnail. I only have the block out very clearly visible with the boots. Haven't started on the face yet.
Can you see it? Can you see it on the page here? Can you see it? Oh, you know
I will post. Here you go. That should be the link.
Okay. I don't even know where that link went to. Where did that go? Is that in the live streams? No. Where is that? I can't even see where that went.
It's like if you click on the voice chat, there's like this small chat bubble button on the top right.
Got it. Yeah. And awesome. Yeah, got it. Thanks, Artie. I didn't even know that was there. There you go.
Awesome.
How do you pronounce your name?
I mean, you said it right.
Okay, cool.
My full name is Artemi, but
Artemi. Oh yeah.
Artie is also fine.
Yeah, awesome. I'm loving this. That's pretty cool. Let's go down the bottom and see where you started from. What's your inspiration? Concept. Oh yeah, cool. Awesome. And did you do all the concept work for it?
Yeah. I mean, I drew like a few sketches.
Yeah.
And then I just iterated on them. Yeah. I had like some clothing references, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah, love it. And that's really, really cool. And you've done all the displacement and substance?
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Fully.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's part of the rules otherwise.
Yeah, I know.
I think I wouldn't be allowed.
I wasn't trying to catch you out then. It's okay.
I can always send the painter file.
Yeah,
if needed.
it's all good. It's all good. Excellent. Oh yeah, really nice. Really nice stuff. That's cool.
Thanks.
Hey, how you going?
Hey.
Theo, what's your entry?
This one here.
The link I posted in the chat.
Yeah. It's called the Rogue Frog Mat. And this is his concept work that he's done for it, and then he's done some displacement work, and then just starting on the sort of the texturing side of things. It's really nice. You know what I love about this, Artie, and I've been kind of going through a few of the entries, and we will go through some in this session. But yeah, I'm really loving your presentation's really nice, and I think that's an important topic to discuss. Like even from a judging perspective, is the more professional you are in presenting your work, then the more favourable it is going to be for the judges. And I love how you've got the sort of the close-ups and the breakdown, and you've even got a little bit of the Substance Designer node graph there. Not that we want to see, but it's showing that you use Designer It's just really nicely presented, and consistent with your backgrounds. Really good stuff, mate. If you keep doing nice updates like this, I know you'll score really highly with the judges. But great work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something? So is it like a good thing that like for the next update I also present the non-destructive, like some non-destructive techniques I used, like for example what was mentioned in the contest description, for example, like the splines, the paths, and like for example anchoring and some other techniques.
That
would help, right?
Yeah, I mean, it can help. I mean, the whole idea with the contest is, really to explore and go, you know what, I've used Substance. Maybe I want to try using some of these new features just to see. I mean, I love the path tool. The new path tool is just, it's a game changer. And just, in terms of adding stitching detail, just for everything, to be honest. I don't, the new, they just had a new release as well. Which I was going to, if we get time, I was going to go over. There's actually a blog article that was just released the other day, and there's, it talks about the path tool, being able to import in SVG files. What this actually release there's a lots of little things that they've done just to make the user experience a lot more nicer. So I thoroughly recommend having a look through some of this stuff and looking at the documentation about what has changed. But some of it is really nice. Just stuff like even being able to drag masks onto a fill layer and it'll automatically generate the necessary layers for you. Everything that's been added is just like, oh wow, I don't have to think about, or I don't have to add another layer. It's just removing little things that you would just have to set up. But the path tool is again has got a new update to it with this Bezier handles that you can adjust now, and just some really cool things here. So you can click on the links, see some of those new updates to each of the tools. I really love this one. And before we get into the feedback, I can show you what that kind of looks like. So I've got Painter open here actually, and I've got the Meat Mat character. I've got like an SVG file, that I've was created in Illustrator. The cool thing with this is now I can simply grab that SVG, drag it onto my model. So it will actually respect artboards from that Illustrator file as well. But what I love about this is that, now I've got this illustration on here. I can actually just, because part of the problem with bringing in images last time, you'd have your PNG, but every time you would play with the material itself, like if I wanted to update the specular or metallic or whatever, it would update the whole thing, and it was a real pain because you'd have to create a mask and do all that sort of stuff. But because this is this new SVG file format, it actually automatically does all that for me. So it'll create a mask based on my illustration, and you can see now that it's just affecting the actual illustration itself. It's not affecting that whole square, which is really cool. And the other cool thing is now I've got options to be able to play with, things like even the outline. So maybe I just want to add a bit of an outline to it. I can do all that. And it's also got the Illustrator, some of the attributes from your Illustrator file that's come through. So I can actually change the resolution of it. I can, change various aspects of that actual file itself. So yeah, really nice to be able to just bring that in and not have to worry about all those other bits and pieces. So yeah.
Sounds awesome. I'll definitely have a look at it.
Yeah, cool. So we've got. And we can have a look, and you can see there. Actually, I was just going to show it. It's this new filter that we've got, which is graphic to material. So, like I was saying, it just does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, which is really cool. So let's just jump in, and so to be honest, RT, I think it's you're doing really great updates. I'm really looking forward to seeing where this ends up. I think keep going and doing what you're doing with the updates, and really no more feedback than that. I think it looks like you're mixing up your your various applications with a bit of Substance, Designer, and Painter, and having fun with the displacement, which is great.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much.
No problem. Go for it.
So for the presentation, you said that RT, he have a very good presentation.
Yes.
So me for my updates, I just since it just updates, I just make a screen and I describe where I'm at. But do we need to get a good presentation even for the updates, or the last update, the final screen? It's enough.
It's a good question. I think like it's like anything. Where if I'm, it's personal preference. It's how it's like how how you want to present your work. Have you got your link to your stuff, and I can have a look at it as well?
Yes. 2 seconds.
Yeah, just post it in the chat.
Where is it? Up, and up.
Yeah, great. So let's have a look. And how do you pronounce your name?
Omar.
Ola. Okay, awesome.
Omar.
Yeah, so let's have a quick look. Cool. I'm going to go right down to the bottom and we'll see where you started. So you've got your... do you want to walk us through what your inspiration is here?
My main inspiration, to be honest, will be the creator in The Shape of Water.
Yep.
But I'm taking inspiration a little bit from other creators, but my main is this one. And yeah, basically, it's a sea monster, so...
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So great. Yeah, I mean, so you've got regular updates and, you're showing, the various stages. And sometimes it doesn't, like you can kind of group them together and go, okay, like I'm working on this and this is a key moment. I've moved from concept to, you're doing your displacement and then going into, maybe other areas. So you don't have to, every time you do something to your character, it doesn't necessarily, warrant having to do an update on the actual page itself. But I mean, this is fine. Like the judges just want to go, okay, where did you start? Okay, this is your concept. Awesome. Here's the stage. You've gone through. You're experimenting with the displacement stuff. You've got a bit of an update there of exactly what you've done. This is fine. I think Artie has just taken it to that next level in terms of just over the presentation and his updates. But it's personal preference and how much you want to do.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, brilliant. No worries at all. But no, keep doing what you're doing. Updates are super important. Judges don't want to just see final renders; they want to see this journey and be able to see all the the kind of the key milestones along the way. So great job on your sea monster.
Thank you very much.
Oh, awesome. So so what we normally do for these types of sessions is just completely random. If there's people online that go, hey, you know what, I'm here, I'd love to get some feedback on mine, then just drop it into the chat there and we can address that as we go along. I've just cranked open a couple so we can have a look at them. So I guess the first one I was just looking at because I really love sort of the Dune sort of stuff and that. So I was sort of seen this thumbnail and I was drawn towards it. And it's a very interesting concept. And the mood boards and reference this whole section here is
I'm sorry, but do we? Oh, are we supposed to see your screen because I don't see it?
Oh, you don't see my screen? Ah, okay, cool. That is interesting. So, that's a good point. And do that one screen, and I'm going to do this one. Pull up. How's that? Can you see it now?
Yes, it's all good.
Okay, brilliant. Sorry about that. So just to recap, because I didn't realize I wasn't sharing my screen. So if we just click back on Artie's one, I just wanted to highlight the presentation that he's done for his updates, which is really professional, looks great, gives a bit of a breakdown, and you know there's a description there of each of the stages. Awesome, fantastic. And also for yours, you know, like yours is bang on as well. You've got regular updates, you know, it's showing those key stages along the way. And like I was saying before, it's really important for the judges to be able to see that journey and not just a bunch of final renders at the end. So you'll get rewarded based on these updates. So good stuff. The one that I was looking at here was this sort of, I guess sort of June inspired type, or this character. I thought it was really interesting just in terms of the actual theme itself and concept. So I was just having a look. Great to see, you know, a bit of an update here, which is perfect. They've just got the one update, but it's just really interesting how far you can actually push the displacement on these characters, which is great to see. And then, yeah, the next one I was looking at was the Bulldog one, which I thought was really interesting as well. This is still really early days, but just got the concept up. You know, I love these kind of military, you know, outfits. It's, you know, really lends itself to some really nice texturing and details, you know, that you can add into the model. So I'm really looking forward to see how that looks. And, you know, if we can get something even close to that dog face in here, that's going to be a really interesting character. So just the concept art and mood boards are super important just for people that have never entered into contests before. It's really crucial that you spend time at this stage. If we go back to this one here, you know, just being able to break it down into sections and have a real clear idea of what you want to do with materials and inspiration and the concept, etc., is super important before you move to that next stage. We thoroughly recommend it, and the judges, it also gives the judges a really great starting point of where, you know, that entrant has started. So we can't stress enough how important it is to start with the mood board and concepts sort of phase. Spend some time on that. This contest is a long one, and I know a lot of people are sort of wrapping up schoolwork and all the rest of it and probably pretty exhausted from all that. And the last thing they feel like doing is doing another project. But, you know, hopefully you'll have a bit of rest, come back into this and be able to participate in the contest. The next one I was looking at was this sort of alien eye type thing. Good use of, you know, using the new transparency and, you know, playing around with, that I guess the transparency work in there. And got some regular updates as well. Not seeing that mood board or that concept artwork that I was just talking about there. Again, you know, it would be cool. And it's never too late to add those sort of updates. You know, I'm not too sure if this person is online or not, but I would recommend, you know, even adding an update of like what their inspiration is for this, so that, you know, again, the judges can see where they're going. Meet Matt Knight. I'm just going to try and get through as many as I possibly can. This one was really cool. I'm going to scroll down, and we've got, this is a great example of material reference, inspiration, pulling it all together and having a really good foundation before they start that next phase. And then, you know, taking that sort of inspiration and being able to, you know, visualize or sort of pre-visualize what it could possibly look like on the silhouette of the character. So really important to, you know, because it won't work all the time. There's, you know, if there's like major sort of displacement stuff, then, you know, you maybe have to just readdress how that's going to work on the actual character itself. But I love, you know, being able to see this concept work, and then coming up and you can see some early stages. And this is a really cool little feature when you're creating your updates, is being able to use that that page, what's that called? It's the scrub through. There's a name for this particular particular widget, but it's great for the judges to be able to quickly, you know, evaluate just being able to scrub through various images. So this great little update, and then we're sort of starting to get into some rendering detail. We can click into that and just start seeing some of that finer work that's being done. I mean, and it's still early stages, but just blocking things out. So yeah, fantastic work, fantastic updates, really digging where this is going. Great stuff there. And then we've got the next one, which is, yeah, this was like a little astronomical, what was it called? Yeah, meat mat astronomical clock. Very different. I thought this was a really interesting concept in terms of details. You know, I've got the marble, already sort of establishing what those base materials are going to be. And then, you know, got some lots of detail happening in that clock interface. So, you know, this is really great, being able to see the reference, and, you know, that's their sort of update so far, which is great. We've checked out Hardy's one, Sea Monster. We checked out that one. Whoops, I've got that open a few times. And Sea Monster. Cool. If anyone else is that's online that wants me to check out their work, then just add it into the chat and we can have a look at it. So I'm going to keep going through. I'm just going to do quick bursts of this stuff. So go for it.
I wanted to know if you had any feedback on the concept itself, or what I did on the Sea Monster for the moment, or if it's if you said everything you had to say.
Okay, cool. Let's have another quick squiz at it. So let's have a look at the Sea Monster. I'm going to jump down. Yeah, so you've got, I mean, what I'd love to see from your perspective here is, you know, you've got some initial concepts. It would be great to see that mood board of reference, right? So, you know, when you talked about the film, what's it called? What was your inspiration?
Shape of Water.
Yeah, Shape of Water. You know, just even pulling that out, because, you know, it might not be completely obvious to some of our judges. So being able to pull some images out, you know, maybe looking at some, you know, various sea creatures that have got those types of scales. You know, actually creating that mood board would be really, I think it would be great to be able to see that, you know. And like I said, you can even still add that in as your next update. Just pull together, and even maybe looking at some of the materials for, you know, for some of this stuff as well. You know, what does it look like? You know, just really high level, but it would be good to see that update. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I have my ref and mood board and everything. Just I didn't post it, so I will just post it with the database.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Yeah, I mean, the last thing you want, the judges is, you know, is guessing. You know, like you go, oh, cool. Is that? I wonder if that is from that Shape of Water, or, you know, is that, you know, what is that? You know, maybe you've got it in the description. No, you haven't got it in the description anywhere. So, yeah, anything that gives reference to, you know, where you're going, then absolutely add that as an update. Good stuff. Does that help? No problem.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, cool. This one here is the astronaut. So yeah, and this is just another good example of that, right? So you've got your Sea Monster one. It would have been good to see, you know, some of these types of materials, you know, and even references from the movies and stuff like that. Doesn't have to be a lot, but it just goes, okay, cool, get it, understand where this person's going. They've just done the 1.8 update, but a really good reference. Let's have a look here. Meat Mat 3, scroll down the bottom. So, yeah, just looking at some concept ideas that, you know, sort of picking and choosing. Still very early days yet, so there's not too much of an update on this particular one. So that's fine. Still figuring it out. Again, once they've decided on a particular style that they're going for, being able to see that mood board and just being able to, you know, break that down a little bit more would be great for the next update. Let's have a look at this character. Yeah. Perfect. So got some initial concept, got some reference stuff, you know, looking at the sort of the, I guess the environment or the base that they're going to, the sort of the textures they're going to use for the base. and have that real glitzy sort of look with it. Awesome. Cool. So still early days, but you can see where this person's going based on their artboards. It's been a few clicker entries so far. I see there's a few people doing it, so going to be interesting to see who comes out on top with the best one. Yeah, let's have a quick squiz at this. It's going to be challenging. Like there's a lot of displacement stuff to be done, and I think there's what's really going to help these types of entries is being able to play with the specular and making sure you get that fleshy look and using subsurface and all that good stuff to really go in to try and get that particular look. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how these ones end up. So that's that one, and then we've got Swiss Guards. So this person, again, just a mood board, sort of seeing where they're going with it. I mean, this could be really cool when we look at all the intricate detail that's done on some of this metal work. If that's going to be played into that, and that would be perfect for using the path tool to be able to create that sort of detail on there. And then, you've got your different types of masks and stuff. So this could be a really interesting one as well. Let's have a look at some more. I'm going to jump on that one. What do we got here? This one's pretty cool. Let's going to have a look at that one. What else have we got? And maybe that guy and that guy and that one. All right. Tribal. So who's this person? Let's have a look. That is Joiti. So again, kind of gone straight out of the box here and started adding materials and getting some patterns down. It would be awesome to be able to see those mood boards and what's the inspiration and the concept ideas and all that sort of stuff before kind of going to this next phase. I think it's all right to explore this sort of stuff quickly on the side, make sure that some of this patterning stuff's going to work, but there is logical stages when presenting for a contest, and that is that reference concept mood board idea. So I can't stress that enough. We've got a sort of a demon character. Yeah, again, early stages, building this out. Cool anatomy, hard surface stuff. So there's going to be a real mixture of styles onto this character. It's look pretty early days. Should be interesting to see where that mask goes. There's lots of details on these types of masks here, which are pretty cool. Work in progress, feathers in flight. Let's go down and see where this one started. Got a bit of AI generated imagery here, which is totally fine. We're not adverse to that. Let's just see if that's going to load up. Is that going to load? Whoop, there we go. So there is some really interesting stuff to be, that comes out of the AI. It's whether that translates into the actual final renders. But so we're going for, I guess, some sort of L. Got some nice displacement happening on the belly there. Still early days, just working up some of the textures and that. You really, with all the leather stuff, that's going to be really interesting to see how that pans out. Cool, being able to do the scrub through there. And you can see even just going from that initial stage, where it's pretty simple, now starting to move into, a bit more complex with the complexity with the materials. So this feels like it's going to be quite stylized with even the materials, so probably not going totally sort of photorealistic with it. So, that'll be interesting to see how this one pans out as well. nice to see the regular updates. It doesn't look like there's too much difference from 28th to 29th, but that's cool. So, there's no right or wrong sort of style. It's anything goes with this contest, and that's the beauty of it. It's totally creative in what you come up with. So this one, we've got some sort of samurai. What's it called? Meet Matt Cyberpunk. Okay. So, lots of very different sort of concepts going on here. And I'm just going to see if Jay's ready to jump on. Hang on a sec, because he's going to jump on now. Let's see. All right. Oh, Jay's on now, I think. That's cool. So, we've got one of our special guests on, Justin Molman, who also is Jay, are you there, mate?
Yep.
Yeah, awesome.
Hello.
How are you, buddy? Are you
I'm
well?
great. How are you guys doing?
Yeah.
I'm just sick.
Oh man, you sound rough. I was going to get Jay to introduce himself.
Yeah.
Go for it, mate.
Yeah, I've been working with Alwyn for a long time as part of the rookies. It's been like almost 10 years, and beyond that, I've been doing game development and working with companies like Adobe, Epic, ArtStation, Activision, Warner Brothers, Disney for last 23 years, mainly on the art and production side. So, I'm here to help as needed.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we've just been going through and I've been selecting some random entries, Jay, and just really giving some feedback. Those people that are online, if you've got an entry and you want feedback, then I'll definitely give preference over that. So don't be scared to post it in the chat. Just to kind of recap a little bit, Jay, with these types of contests, we're always talking about making sure that there's just really good mood boards and concept art and reference point just before you even start doing any sort of base texturing. So, just having a good foundation and direction of where you need to go can save a lot of time of experimenting and floundering around and, restarting things again. This one's pretty cool. They've even, identified all the different types of materials that are going to be used on their character, got their inspiration, got their textures, the sort of looks, the scratched metal sort of look and stuff, and then some concept art over here as well. So this is the first update for this guy, or girl, and Maria. Where's Maria at? She's from Mexico. Awesome. That's great to see.
Nice.
Jay, I'm going to just let you do a little bit of feedback, maybe on.
Okay.
This I've done that one already. I was just doing the cyberpunk one. That was just reference board. Maybe I'll just pull up a new one.
Okay.
You've got one that you're sort of seeing there that you'd love to have a look at.
There's a little monster with some arms and two eyes. I see pink and arm eyes. It's right next to an orange spaceman.
Right next to the spaceman.
Go up, right there.
This
right.
one?
You're right next to it before. Nope. Down.
Yeah. This one?
Yeah, right. Nope. Right. Brown. There you go. That one.
All right, cool. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah.
I'm going to scroll down and just see. Yeah, I'll let you go there for a sec.
All right. Yeah, this is looking good. Are you cool controlling the?
Yeah. No worries.
All right, so the goal is just for the coconut. I like that. I like the reference board so far. Can you move it to the right a little bit? Oh wait, no.
Go up.
That's good. Yeah, no, go down. So you're choosing between 1, 2, 3. It looks like you're leaning more towards 2. Could be wrong. Let's scroll down.
Scroll down. Yep.
Yeah, if there's more information down there.
Oh, I see.
Up,
yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's so this is early stages.
No information yet. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I'm curious to see where it comes from. I like the idea of where you're going from in terms of like the coconut and having it be a little like warrior from there. So that should be fun, especially once you start to get that like the material of the actual like coconut skin in there. That's like the shell. That's gonna be really fun. But
yeah, wicked.
Yeah. You choose the next one.
Okay, cool, man. I think we've got time for one more because I've got another meeting kicking off. You know what it's like in our world, mate. It gets pretty busy. So let's just have a look at this one. So Captain Sparrow. So let's just scroll down. Yeah, great. Nice mood board. Got reference there. Knows where they're going. Got some cool instruments. Yeah, just doing a paint over first, just to kind of establish exactly what needs to be where on the model. So yeah, really looking forward to see how this one plays out. Actually, if you can get some of those nice details on the watch and stuff. So that's cool. Very, very cool.
Now, a question from the outside looking in, Alwyn, could they go back and add a red bandana across the head?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Is that
that could be cool as well, right? Yeah, exactly. It's kind of making sure that those key key markers are added, so that like you go, oh yeah, that's definitely from Pirates of the Caribbean, right? That's a really, really good call.
Yeah. Wicked. And then exploring that stuff for it, and then I also want to know, I know that you said that reference score is a plus. I would never think of it as a reference score as a plus. It's a must.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was sort of stressing before. So if there's anything to get out of this feedback session is, and it's never too late to add that back in, like we were saying before. Just if you haven't added it already, then make sure you add an update where you've got your mood boards and your concept and your inspiration and all the rest of it. All right, that was we chewed through quite a few then, Jay. So that was great, and it's it's still early days in the contest yet, and there's some cool stuff happening. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these develop as we go along. It's cool. Yeah,
awesome.
I love that idea.
Sorry I showed up late, but next time,
no worries, man. Thanks for jumping on. I know you're super busy, and this is being recorded. So
I'll be sooner next time.
Thanks
excuse me. I have a question about what's been said right now about the references. So I drew several concepts, and I have like a huge reference board with maybe 50 or 70 photographs. Some of them are bought photograph packs.
Yep.
But about licensing, I don't know if it's okay to redistribute that. So technically, by placing it on the rookies, I'm technically redistributing something that is licensed to me as a thing that's used as reference. Do you think that's fine?
You can see this person here has got, watermarks, got Getty images and stuff on it. What you could do is actually do a screen grab of that and then do a watermark over the top of it or something like that so it can stop. But if it's not the original and it's just a screen grab, then I think you're okay. Like it's not, the original one that you've downloaded and somebody else can use it, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I can take a screenshot of my Pure board.
Yeah,
add some watermarks to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, great stuff.
The one thing I would say real quick before that too is that you said you had 50 to 60 references. You down high res? That's way too many references. If you can't figure out what you want to do after 5 to 10.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt. These references aren't for the concept. They're for materials and close-ups.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, cool.
That's still a lot of reference. I think the last time that's about as many reference points as I'll use for a whole level sometimes for a game. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes if you take so much reference, it becomes decision fatigue, and you want to be able to create stuff out and ideate, kind of like when you're doing a gesture drawing. You're getting that stuff worked out quicker as opposed to overanalyzing what you need to do. So just a thought. But I know we got to bounce. So
I got to bounce. Yeah, I got a meeting starting. Thanks everyone for jumping on. And yeah, these feedback sessions are weekly. So if you missed out this week, then don't be scared to get your work up there, and so we can give some feedback. And we'll do yours first, Lolly. No, or this one here. We'll do this first next week. Cool. Awesome. Got to bounce. Ciao, ciao. See you, Jay. Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much for the feedback.
No worries. Ciao, ciao.